So here we are, 12 months on in Australia with Healy. And if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll see that I have been doing my best to provide a very honest and transparent feedback and review of the problems as they have occurred with Healy. So 12 months later, what is happening? Have Healy got better, or have Healy continued to decline, or have we plateaued? I'm going to give you either a thumbs up or a thumbs down on 7 different areas. So the first one, most notably, is customer service. Well, how am I gauging this? This is just very anecdotal, and I'm going off the contacts that I've had. So through my videos on YouTube, I've been contacted for the last year by people sharing their experiences with me and raising their complaints with me because Healy wouldn't respond to them. So what I can tell you is that between this time last year, or more so the middle of last year and now, my complaints, and I did a bit of an analysis on this, have reduced by 78%. So that's definitely a thumbs up. Again, anecdotal, but I'm not hearing nearly as many complaints. We did some test contacts with legitimate tickets that were raised, and what I can tell you from the results of that is that the US are again doing better than Australia and the Singapore hub. Of the tickets that were raised, the majority, over half, were responded to within the first week, but there was still a good proportion, around 30%, that didn't get a response at all and that required follow-up tickets. Now that's not good enough, and it does seem to be relatively area specific. So if you are in the Singapore hub, it would seem that you've got the worst deal. However, given how bad the customer service was originally, I do think that this is a significant improvement. 12 months ago, I was told that potentially Australia would have its own customer service branch here in this country. That hasn't happened. I can't comment on why. I don't know whether that's still part of the plan, but it doesn't seem that we have made any progress in this area at least. The second area is the commentary and the feedback in the Facebook groups, which I would often visit and look at. Well, I can say that I was banned from all of those Facebook groups, and presumably because of these YouTube videos, which I thought were always honest and fair. I gave praise when praise was due, and criticism, or constructive criticism, when I thought that was warranted. But I insulted a couple of people that were moderators of the Facebook groups. They didn't like these, what they called negative videos, and they banned me. What they don't know is I still have an account in there, a friend's account, so I'm still accessing it and I'm still monitoring the activity in there. And it seems that that has also increased and is much more positive than what it was 9-10 months ago. So that's good news too. I think it's disappointing that Healy and the moderators of these groups resort to censorship. I think it's much better to listen to the problems, listen to the public, and address the issues and come up with solutions. And I've said that all along. I have maintained my position that when things get better, I will do an update. And I think this video is testimony to that, because the voices in the group seem to be much more positive. So there's another thumbs up. The third area is the delivery and the delays around delivery of the product. I know a couple of people that ordered products, and that's in Australia, and they waited about 6 weeks. Some people in the US didn't wait as long. But I think given the fact that we've got COVID and we've got shipping delays, and Healy did have an unexpected demand, then 6 weeks isn't too long to wait. I do think it's important that Healy let people know that and they update them on the status and the estimated delivery times. But that would be another thumbs up for me. The fourth area that was getting a bit of attention was the fact that people were receiving their packages, their devices, and there were things missing. There were items missing from the package. So whether that was battery chargers or wristbands, or the booklets, the information booklets, or in some cases, the ear conductors, which I know in the States they're not sending out because there's some compliance issue there. But what we did was we ordered 3 Healys, 3 different people. These are not my Healys. And we decided to just have a look what happens when we order 3 random Healys and whether they are complete. Now, the first one was opened by a friend, and she told me that everything was in there. There was nothing missing. The next 2 I've opened live right in front of you, and I'm going to play that video now. Let's have a look. So 3 out of 3, that's 100%. A small sample size perhaps, but that's another thumbs up. The fifth area was one of malfunctioning devices, connectivity issues, and the Bluetooth dropping out when people moved around with the device. Now, this is perhaps one area where I think there is an ongoing problem. I can personally speak to this and can say that probably 6 or 7 times out of 10, I have this issue with my Healys. Whenever I try to use them and move, it just disconnects, or for no apparent reason, it disconnects. And this is perhaps, out of the contact that I'm still getting from people, this is perhaps the highest level of complaint, is that the device itself just seems to lack integrity and the connectivity is very poor. Even when people are close to the device, they're not moving away from their phone or whatever, they are finding that the program either stops mid-cycle or they're just not connecting, or some problems with the battery life as well have been reported to me. Now, this would be a hardware firmware issue, which I would suggest you raise a ticket for. And given that the customer service does seem to be improving, I would like to think that they will offer you a replacement. Of the people that have asked for replacements that I am aware of, all but one have got their replacements. So this is again another area where I think I will have to give Healy the thumbs up. The sixth area specifically is around battery life. Now, this is a curious one because I have really good battery life on all my devices. They seem to last for days, and that's using them quite regularly. But others are telling me that their batteries are running out after 1 or 2 applications. Again, I would say, as per my previous point, I think that is a firmware issue, and I can say that Healy doesn't expect that kind of poor battery life from their product. They do expect it to last much longer than that. So if you are having that issue, go to customer service, raise a ticket, and my hope is that you will get a replacement device. But yes, battery life should last much longer than 1 or 2 cycles or programs. The seventh issue that I want to give you an update on is my own personal issue. If you've been following some of the earlier videos, you'll know that I went for months, 9-10 months, trying to get a solution to some problems I was having with the device, and also to try and get my bonus device, which just never came. Now, did I get an outcome? I did. Am I satisfied with that? Yes, I am. But I must say, having to create the amount of noise that I had to create and having to go to the lengths that I went through, hours upon hours of conversation, of emails, more than 20 tickets, speaking to the national manager, promoting these videos, which I believe caused a bit of a stir. Only then did I get an outcome. It wasn't the exact outcome that I had asked for, but was it sufficient? Yes, it was. Was it timely? No. Would it have happened had I not have made these YouTube videos? I don't know. But look, I have got an outcome, and finally I'm happy with my own issue. It's just unfortunate that many people don't have this platform, don't have YouTube videos, and weren't able to create the kind of noise that I made around the problems, which is why I made these videos. I was trying to be a bit of an advocate for everyone that was having problems. So look, overall, and this is my final assessment, the verdict's coming back in. Have Healy improved? Yes, they absolutely have improved. Would I consider this a good time, an appropriate time, a safe and reliable time to purchase? Yes, I actually would. Keep in mind that I have noted that there are some enduring issues, milder issues in the Singapore hub. US definitely better than us. But even so, the people that I know who have ordered in Australia have got satisfactory results, got their product in a timely manner, and as you saw today, all the items in the box were all there. So overall, it is a thumbs up, Healy. I am very happy to say that I believe things are moving in the right direction. Yes, I believe there are still some areas that need improvement, but I now have faith that you are onto it and that there is a bit more integrity and trust. And I believe that was the result of some internal management decisions. But look, overall, it is a thumbs up. If you are considering a Healy, now is probably a good time. So I'm going to continue doing my feedbacks where they're relevant and where things change. So since my last video, things have improved, and I'm more than happy to acknowledge that. My goal is to always provide very honest and trustworthy feedback and reviews. So look, should things change in the future, they get better, or they start to decline, you will hear from me. Until then, hope this has been helpful. Take care of yourselves and each other, and have a very happy and peace-filled day. Bye for now.